Hey, shalom, shalom. I want to say all praises be to Abanawa, Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Harakakadash. The honors to the apostles who has the quantum of great millstone who rule well. Shalom to the sincere brethren. Akim out there across the four winds, the four corners of the globe. Pushing the truth, the good news of Yahweh Shai. Proclaiming salvation to the elect of Israel. So-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. And proclaiming the downfall of Esau, Edom, so-called white man and his wicked empire. So there's going to be another World War III update. It's going to be entitled World War III update. Trump says no World War III. Trump says there's not going to be a World War III. Let's play this real quick. Fair use, fair use.
Partner in securing a better future. We're going to be working. You're going to be working with the United States, and we're going to make sure that the Middle East is going to be a safe and secure place. It's a very important place in the world. It means so much. And so many people said the Middle East, this has been going for many, many decades. I've read it many times that World War III will begin in the Middle East. It's not going to happen.
Yeah, that he said what? War, he said. So these that's to go to show you, man. These elites, they study the scriptures, they know the scriptures, and they know the prophecies, and they know according to the prophecies, Joel 3 and 9 on down, that World War III will happen in the Middle East. Book of Revelation, they know that's going to be the great epicenter of the war of Armageddon, man. And what he just said, he's saying what people saying that World War III is going to start in the Middle East.
This has been going for many, many decades. I've read it many times that World War III will begin in the Middle East. It's not going to happen. That's not going to happen. There was a time that you would have thought it could have, but it's not going to happen.
See, hey, and that's completely against prophecy. Well, what he's saying is his bravado and his sentiment is in line with prophecy, because Esau is going to be of the framework of trying to prevent World War III. You understand? Which falls right in line in prophecy, when they shall say peace and safety, sudden destruction. You understand? Because it's not Esau's will that's going to be done. It's going to be the Lord's will that's going to be done. So yeah, Esau is going to say these things. The elites of Esau, the king of Babylon, these different leaders, they're going to be what? On the tip of trying to prevent World War III. But we know that's not going to happen, because that's not according to biblical prophecy that World War III will happen, man. So he's saying no World War III, but he's supposed to say that, man. And him saying that is in line with prophecy, because the Lord is going to disappoint him, man. Disappoint Esau, Edom in all of their devices. So this is the book of Psalm chapter 2, verse 1. Why did the heathen rage and the people imagine a vain thing? The kings of the earth set themselves, and the rulers take counsel together against the Lord and against his anointed, saying, so this is a counsel that they're taking against Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai to prevent World War III. And you see, he have I think that's the UK Prime Minister on his right, and these different leaders of the world, man, or these different leaders in the Middle East, so on and so forth, because they just so-called broke out a peace deal with Hamas and Israel, of which on the surface level looks like, oh, it is a step towards peace in the Middle East. No, man. Going back to the scripture I quoted in Thessalonians, when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction, man. So guess what? It ain't nothing gonna stop the war in the Middle East, man. And this is all a part of the Most High's agenda, man. Ease back to thrust forward harder, even more, man. With the military conflict in the Middle East. So he's saying no World War III. He's saying, oh, the people are saying he's been hearing that it's going to be a World War III in the Middle East, but he's saying no, it's not going to happen. I guess the Most High is going to disappoint all of that, man. And it's beautiful to see Esau, Edom coming up against, so-called coming up against the prophecies, man, because he's falling right in line with the prophecies that he's going to come up against the prophecies. He's going to try to circumvent the prophecies, man. You understand? That's him what? Imagining a vain thing. He says, why did the heathen rage and the people imagine a vain thing? Because that's a vain thought of it. Worthless, man. Because it don't matter what you believe, it don't matter what you want to do. Donald J. Trump, or you different leaders of the earth. Or even what you common people here in America, or in the UK, or wherever you might be, want to think, oh, nah, we shouldn't have World War III. The Lord don't care about how you feel or how about you think. The Lord wants his will to be done. That's Romans 3. This is the book of Romans chapter 3, verse 3. For what if some did not believe? Shall the unbelief make the faith of the Most High without effect? So just because you people believe or want to push the sentiment, or Esau trying to push in the will of circumventing or preventing World War III, that's not going to make the prophecies of the Lord without effect. No, the Lord said, and that's the spirit, because I did like 2 videos before this on World War III and the nuclear destruction. The Lord's will is to have that nuclear destruction happen. The Lord's will is to gather the nations in the Middle East, man, in the valley of Yehoshaphat. The Lord's will is for Babylon the Great, America, to be destroyed through thermonuclear destruction, man. And that's what we got to remember, man. When we see all these things, we see so-called peace deals, we see things so-called might be looking on the up and up for Esau, for Babylon. Just know that that's temporary, man. Like Job said, the joy of the hypocrite is but for a moment. That's temporary. That's surface level. Is really all a facade, man. And it's really to glorify the Lord, man. That's Romans 9. But let me finish this out. Romans chapter 3, verse 3. For what if some did not believe? Shall their unbelief make the faith of the Most High without effect? Yahweh forbid. Yeah, let the Most High be true. So let Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua be true, which is truth says what? Yeah, World War III is going to happen, man. That's the Lord's truth right there. Yahweh forbid. Yeah, let the Most High be true, but every man a liar, kinda. Yeah, Donald Trump is included in that. Yeah, you a liar, Trump. You a liar, man, and you set up to be a liar. You set up to be a deceiver and a deceiving voice onto the people of the earth, onto the people of Babylon, man. You understand? Because a World War III will happen, man. It will definitely happen. And there ain't nothing you can do to prevent it, man. Everything that you do is working in line with it, even when you think that you're going against it. And that's the beautiful thing of knowing and understanding the will of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. Everything you do, Proverbs 20 and 24, man's going off the Lord, how can a man then determine his own way? So everything you do, everything you say, every happenings, man, is of the Lord. And Trump saying this is of the Lord and is of prophecy. You understand? Romans chapter 3, verse 4. Yahweh forbid, yea, let the Most High be true, but every man a liar, as it is written, that thou mightest be justified in thy sayings when thou art judged. Come. So we're going to be justified in pushing the prophecies, man, because the prophecies will come to pass. Book of Ezekiel tell you, hey, they're going to know that a prophet have been amongst them, man. Of which, if you have eyes to see and ears to hear, you already seen that the prophecies, the main prophecies of end time prophecies is coming to pass. World War III, we've seen all the geopolitical movements. We've seen the buildup of nuclear missiles, the mark of the beast, the RFID chip. We've seen what? The digitization of everyday life, of the digitization and AI of what? Economics, money, buying and selling. You understand? So we see now, we also seen what? All the divisions here in America, which goes into what? Nation against nation, kingdom against kingdom, so on and so forth. So we see all the telltale signs that shows what? We are at the end of this thing, man. You understand? We see that, man. So we don't care what Trump got to say, man. So to speak, man. We understand his angle, man, and we understand his job, and we understand his place in prophecy, man. You understand? So this is book of Romans chapter 9, verse 17. For the scripture said unto Pharaoh, which Trump is modern day Pharaoh, king of Babylon, king of Egypt, modern day Egypt. For the scripture said unto Pharaoh, even for this same purpose have I raised thee up, that I shew my power in thee, and that my name might be declared throughout all the earth. Come. So same with the Lord raising up Babylon the Great, the Lord making Trump saying what? These haughty words, these proud words. So the Lord can be glorified when you take them out, man. Because they're going to be like, yo, but Trump, you said no World War III. You said no destruction. You said no this, no that. So guess what? He's going to glorify the Lord's name more and more when these things come to pass, man. When Babylon falls, it's going to glorify the Lord's name more and more. The more that Babylon puffed up, the more that the so-called white man is puffed up in pride and bravado, so on and so forth, is the more that the Lord's name is going to be glorified when you take this kingdom out, man. It's going to be a more of a shock effect, man. You understand? Because the scripture tell you what? There is no peace to the wicked. Get that real quick. This is the book of Isaiah chapter 48, verse 22. Just get it in the scriptures. Isaiah chapter 48. Because he, like I said, he did this after they just made that peace deal in Gaza. But it definitely ain't no peace in the state of Israel, man. It ain't no peace coming to those people over there, man. They're doing many abominable works out there, man. And they're just out there until the time of the Gentiles be fulfilled. The time of the heathen be fulfilled, and which we enter in the times where the Lord has no pleasure in those people being over there in the land, man. The Lord has pleasure in his truthful servants, his righteous servants, serving him in truth and sincerity, being over there in that land. Why did the Lord want us out of Egypt? So we can go and serve him and sacrifice unto him where? In the land of Israel. Why did the Lord want us out of Babylon the Great? So we can serve him, man, in truth and sincerity. Specifically, especially in our land, in Jerusalem, man. That's really the main reason. The Lord wants us to serve him, man. The Lord have no pleasure in us being here in Babylon the Great. You know, instead of calling ourselves Negroes, calling ourselves African Americans, working a 9-to-5 job. You know what I mean? Putting money away in a 401k. The Lord has no pleasure in that, man. The Lord has no value in that, man. The Lord values you calling upon his name, you serving him in truth and sincerity. Us living in a society that's run by the law, statutes, and commandments that he set up to be a pillar and a foundation and a way of life. That's what the Lord have pleasure in. The Lord have no pleasure in you dribbling a basketball up and down the court for $10 million a year, man. No. The Lord have no pleasure in that. You understand? Isaiah chapter 48 verse 22. Isaiah chapter 48 verse 22. There is no peace to the wicked, said the Lord unto the wicked. So there is no peace, said the Lord unto the wicked. So there is no peace, man. There's no peace, and the wicked, when you go into it, the scripture says Esau, Edom. You know what I mean? So and Trump is a part of that. Those people that you see on the screen, they are part of the nation of Edom, man. And you see the pride on them. You know what I mean? They lift it up because they so-called just did a peace deal, thinking like, yeah, we good, man. We good. I mean, we averting World War III. Hell no, man. You playing right into the Lord's hand. As the scriptures tell you what? The second war has passed. Behold, the third will come in quickly. When does the second war pass? 1941 or 1939 to 1945. So 1945. So now the third will come in quickly, which we what is that? 80 years away from that. That's how much in the Lord's time is quick. So we quickly. So that's some time in our time, but it's really quick in the Lord's time. So we understand, we see that on the horizon. Huh? I mean, we see what? We saw Israel and Iran got each other, which that fits into the biblical prophecy of the least of the flock. And that's coming back around same way, man. Because Iran is still there, man. The Persians still there. Russia is still there, man. China, North Korea, still there. So hey, this thing is happening, man. This thing is happening. Though it tarry, wait for it. For it shall not tarry, it shall surely come. Hey, 215, 216, 217, man. Hey, you think Trump, what Trump got to say, the Lord, hey, like Romans 3:3 said, the Lord don't regard that, man. This is the Lord's program. This ain't DJ Trump's program. This is the Lord's program. And the Lord's will is going to be done, man. The Lord's will is going to be done. So like 2 15 and 16, you know, 2 17. But 2 15 and 16, man, heavy chapters goes into the end time and the nuclear destruction of World War III. The plagues coming up on Babylon. You understand? But if you have to listen to these guys, oh, that's not going to be. You're going to circumvent that, man. Nah, you're not circumventing nothing. You're circumventing, nah, I mean, you're circumventing right into the Lord's trap, man. You're playing right into the Lord's hand, which you trying to circumvent it, man. Because the Lord loves a good fight, man. You putting up that resistance. So the Lord loves that, man. And we love to see this, man. Because we're gonna love to see the disappointment on you devil's faces, man. Starting from the top. When you recognize like, yo, you're not in control of this, man. It's the Lord that's in control of the program and the happenings on the earth, man. You're not even gonna know what you doing, man, when you kick off this World War III, man. It's just the scripture say the king's gonna take an evil thought. The spirit of the Lord is gonna be moving you to do stuff that you don't want to do, man. And that's the beautiful thing, man. Same with Pharaoh, man. The Lord, what? Hardened it Pharaoh's heart. Pharaoh didn't really want to. He wanted to really let Jake go, but what? The Lord put that spirit upon him to harden his heart, man, and say, nah, we're not letting him go. We're not letting him go. Until the end when he let us go, but he chased after us, and then what? The Lord made an example of him and drowned him and his army in the sea, man, in the Red Sea, man. Or in the Gulf of Suez. But in that body of water around where we crossed over, man. You know what I mean? It's the same thing with this, man. The Lord making Trump say this, man. Just so the Lord can be magnified more and more when these end time prophecies come full-fledged. Hey, so that gonna say our praises be to Abanawa, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Harakah, the honors to the apostles was a quantum of great millstone rule well, and shalom to the elect. Kwame Ashala, Abad Babal.